This is Knights Sports Network.
All right, so we are back, and very sorry about that delay, technical glitch and interruption of the broadcast. Argy, maybe you could bring us up to date on what occurred while we were gone. Just before we left, we get the score up to date.
8-7 for the Knights.
The Knights had 8. They had a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and the Vikings had a touchdown and a single point.
Yep.
So just before we lost our broadcast, the Vikings had scored. And then what? On the almost the very...
I think it was their second play from scrimmage, if I remember correctly.
Second play from scrimmage, the Knights scored.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, big touchdown run.
Correction.
Or sorry, excuse me, touchdown pass, I believe.
Right.
Tackle by Hudson.
All right, and as far as the technical delays go, that was my fault, guys. So apologies for that again. The pass goes here is caught by Zach Feshbach. Able to pick up a few.
We do have a special guest here who we're going to announce in a moment, just as soon as we have everything back to functioning just the way it should function here.
That'll be first down for your Knights.
All right, so 1st and 10. Pass. Oh, it looked like it was just dropped by Jared Wayne there. He had a good catch off the play action, but it just turned his head upfield too early. Incomplete. Will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Knights.
All right, so our special guest here is Mr. Miles Putney.
How you guys, everybody, doing tonight?
We're good. We're good.
And had I remembered with everything else going on, I might have brought out that special catch. For those who've been watching our broadcast, you'll know that we show it every once in a while. Wait a moment. We might have it hanging around here somewhere. I'll take a look in a little while.
A big run there by Jared Wayne off the screen pass. And it'll give the Knights a 4th and 1, and we know they're definitely going for it here.
Tackle by Mason.
Anyways, Jeff, back to where you're going
yes,
with
that was the 2012 state championship game between the Knights and the
Vikings.
who was the opponent? Do you remember? Canterbury Christian, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's an old tale, and it was a great game to play in. But things are different now. I mean, I've run into a few people on my way in. It's like, oh, the glory days. Those are the old days, in my opinion. And I mean, these are the glory days. To watch the Knights do as well as they've been doing this season, and to see where the program has come to. I mean, I couldn't be happier to see the program evolve to what it's become today.
You're absolutely right, Miles. Well, it's our pleasure to have you in here with us for this game. I know you've been excited. You've been a watcher of the stream.
I have.
Over the last 2.5 months.
Watch every game. I live in Washington, D.C. right now, so I don't get to attend the games like I used to, but the stream has been great. I love it.
Yeah. All right, so the Knights here are 4th and 1. Goes to Choquette, and
he breaks through.
Yeah, he might go all the way.
Ludovic Choquette is going to go all the way. Touchdown, Ludovic Choquette.
Well, welcome to the Choquette, Miles.
Yes.
It's something we've been seeing all year.
Yes, Johnny has dubbed that the Choquette.
I've heard all about it.
Yeah, I know. What a great run there on 4th and 1. It's got to be demoralizing for the Vikings, too, just on the 4th and 1 play, have a chance to get the ball on the Knights 30, and Ludovic pops one. Big credit to the offensive line there. He had to really make only one guy miss. There was a big lane, and he just used his speed and was able to beat the whole defense. So nicely done by everyone on the offense on that play. All right, it looks like the Knights are lining up for 2 as usual. Play fake, and
it's a pass.
Easy completion to Jurgen Bulldozen.
Fooled the cameraman. It was so good.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to show this play again with Ludovic Choquette.
Goes to Choquette, and
he breaks through.
Yeah, he might
Ludovic
go all the way.
Choquette is going to go all the way. Touchdown, Ludovic Choquette.
Yeah, great run there by him.
Yeah.
All right, so we update that score, Jeffrey. I can't read it. So it's 16.
Canada G to deep for your Vikings.
All right, Knights 16, Vikings 7.
Kick for the Knights.
So Miles, what have you seen from the Knights this year that's kept you, watching almost every game? I think I've seen you, my brother Artie and Matt, commenting in the chat. every week. So what have you seen so far from a fan perspective that's made you tune in?
Well, I mean, obviously, we're all alumni of the school, so we really enjoy seeing the program continue to grow and become what it has today. I mean, it's a nonstop source of entertainment with you three in the booth, you know, Jeff, Jonathan, and Argy. We're constantly getting a giggle on the couch between your guys' jokes and idiosyncrasies.
Yeah.
It's really an enjoyable experience, and the stream is high quality. I mean, there's no reason not to watch. We're old now. We don't go out. On the couch, bag of chips, watch the Knights.
Got it. Totally got it.
That's great. All right, Vikings ball is from their 30-yard line, looking to pass, picked off by Cody Nichols.
And he has a chance to run it back here if he can pick up one more
Cody
block.
Nichols is going to score. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Pick 6, Cody Nichols.
Nice job by Cody there. Ill-advised throw, but Cody was right in perfect position to pick it off and take it all the way. Huge play for the Knights there.
I tell you, this is the last thing the Vikings want to see in a game like this. Came out, they know they're going to have a tough game in front of them, scored on the first drive, really tried to set the tempo, and now they find themselves down 3 touchdowns halfway through the first quarter.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right, Miles, 100%. It's you start the game so well, you score on a big run on your second play, and now you find yourself down 23 now. We'll see if the Knights can convert this 2-pointer. So yeah, it'll be interesting, to see how they come out now in offense now that their quarterback has thrown an interception. So you're exactly right.
Yep. There's going to need to be a first quarter regroup, to say the least.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think that immediate score by the Vikings must have fired something up in the Knights, but looks like was that Ludovic is stopped? No, or Jorgen Gulbranson stopped short. Of the 2-point conversion. Here's this play now. We can talk over it because I won't be showing any audio with it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, not sure what the quarterback was seeing. Knights playing a soft zone, cover 3, pretty standard stuff. And he seemed to just throw it right to Cody Nichols there. And but he did a great job of following his blocks and was able to walk in. So huge play by the Knights defense there after giving up a long touchdown early.
Exactly. I think it really just comes down to, unfortunately, it was a poor decision by the quarterback.
Yeah.
And the Knights capitalized.
100%.
We're ready to kick for the Vikings.
As you see, our cameraman fancies number 23.
It's Cass Anderson. And have you shown the viewers what your setup for this game at all, Jeffrey? Very small.
They haven't seen too much. It's kind of hard for us to do it now, but definitely when we're in Texas, we'll definitely show some photos.
Nice. And yeah, that Texas trip is going to be awesome.
We announced that a little while ago.
Yeah, I heard. Awesome. Great opportunity for the kids. I know, I don't know if you guys plugged it already, but I think they have a GoFundMe going, to help raise, the last needed funds to get everyone out there.
That's great.
All right, so the Vikings now take over with good field position. After the kick goes out of bounds, we'll start at the 40-yard line. Let's see if they can, go back to that first drive.
This is a crucial drive for the Vikings.
Pass is caught, and he'll go all the way.
He's going to score. Is that the same guy again? Trent Mason again.
Yeah.
Second time.
Yeah, I mean, just good play action, simple catch and run. And
this is the second time he's burned our secondary like that.
Yeah, I think the idea is if he catches that slant early in between the safety and the corner, he has a lane to basically take it up the alley.
Well, I think our defense bid a little bit on the play action, didn't they?
Yeah, 100%. I think you know, Araya has to stay back in the middle of the field. He's our free safety. He's basically the last line of defense in the middle of the field. So if a pass is caught, you know, he's there to at least make a tackle. Looked like he cheated up a little bit, tried to get involved in the run game, and the Vikings capitalized. Nice catch and run there from Trent Mason.
I think if the cameraman would zoom in, you would see that there's nothing short of just a blankie and a pillow out there on the field.
All right, let's look at it. See, he fooled me. I thought the quarterback was keeping that ball.
Yeah. It looks like the Knight just they just bit too much on the play fake.
Absolutely.
Touchdown balls coming in hot.
Well, that puts the Vikings right back into this game.
Open second kick for your Vikings. Nichols deep.
All right. So we have Cody and Jabril back to receive this kickoff. And it goes deep. Should have a chance to field it. And Jabril is on the return. Makes one miss, finds kind of a lane, able to get out to the, looks at about the 26-yard line.
Gonna get forward progress.
Yeah, it gives them a decent spot there.
Well, 14 points, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's as much, well, first of all, that's what Superior scored last week, I think 14, and I think that's the highest scoring total against the Knights this year.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, I think just.
And there's only 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, and from a defensive viewpoint, they only let up one defensive touchdown last week. You know, I think this is the first time they've given up 2 touchdowns on defense so far this year. I think one of the things that could be contributing to that is just they come off a huge win last week. Maybe they started, you know, a little bit slow tonight.
Right. Great run.
Yeah,
Ludovic.
He is the man. He gains close to 20 on that carry.
Hit by Hudson. There's flags on the play.
All right, we'll get a look.
Buckshot Lawson also on the tackle.
All right, looks like it's going against the Knights there.
That play is going to come back. Illegal shift on the Knights. Brings up a 1st and 15 from the 21.
Handoff is to
It looked like it was actually QB keeper there.
That he fooled me. Luca Stanzani faked the handoff and kept it.
Yeah.
He left his lineman hanging there on a low 5, but we'll let that slide.
Yeah, he's able to pick up a few there.
So back to our guest, Miles Putney. Miles, I saw on the chat, I saw your dad is on here.
The old man, my biggest fan to this day.
He is. He's like 85.
Oh man, yeah, that was my old number back in the day when I played.
Miles was a teammate of Argy's.
Yep.
And that connection we were talking about to win the state championship was passed by Argy to Miles.
Exactly. I played back. Argy was my quarterback. I also played for a brief stint with our head coach and defensive coordinator, Jesse Chinchar and David Feldman.
Yep. You're exactly right.
To give you all an idea about how old I am.
And Miles, also today is his birthday.
It's your birthday? I did not know that. Happy birthday, Miles.
Thank you, Jeff.
Throw is dropped by Jabril Mohammed. Don't see that too often.
No, definitely not, especially from Jabril. He's usually very consistent with his hands. Just again, similar thing with Jared earlier in the game. They just turn their head upfield too quickly. You just gotta, you know, Miles, as you know, played receiver. You gotta catch the ball first, right?
It's exactly, and it's a fine line between making sure you've got the ball and then looking for your next run.
And now a big run by Ludovic Choquette, able to get past the 50-yard line and pick up the first down. It looks like a gain of about 20. So the Ludovic train is moving early, folks, as we've seen all season.
I tell you, I've been watching this guy all year, and he's nothing short of impressive.
Yeah, exactly. You're 100% right, Miles.
All right, 1st and 10, midfield for the Knights. Hand off to Ludovic again. Goes out of bounds near the 40.
So it looks like he'll be just about a yard short of the first down there.
Push out of bounds by.
Take a modest 9 yards and get out of bounds.
And I'm interested to see what Ludovic's stats are going to be, at the end of the year. Just how yards per carry. Although I know he's just been off the charts so far this season.
Fakes to Ludovic and keeps it. Big run for Luca Stanzani inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, nice run there. They wanted to go deep, but it looked like it was well covered. So he just took the free yards and able to get past the 30.
Very, very smart play on Luca's part.
100% correct, Jeff.
Great alternative. No reason to force a pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Fresh set of downs, starting from the 27.
Oh, off Ludovic's hands, off of.
Looked like it was Jared there trying to make a play. Lucky that ball wasn't intercepted. Usually when that ball flies up in the middle of the field there, usually ends up in a turnover. So we catch a break there. And we actually haven't seen much of 5 wide receivers out for the Knights this year. This is kind of a new look.
5 receivers set.
Yeah, we typically, always have a running back in there.
Screen is to Ludovic, and he's going.
And I think that was actually AJ on the catch there, Jeff. Is it?
On the catch.
No, it is AJ Manal there. Yeah, it was AJ.
Okay, sorry, AJ and Ludovic. It wouldn't be a night if I didn't do something with AJ.
And it wouldn't be a night if I didn't call you out.
Yeah, Ludovic gets a couple. That is going to bring up 2nd and 8.
The Knights here can pick up a first down inside what looks to be the 3-yard line. So they have plenty of time to work with here to try to get this touchdown. Hopefully, I think they'll need it, but they have a chance 8 plays basically to get into the end zone.
I agree, but I predict.
Okay, fade to Jared, and he's saying out of bounds.
And we've seen them do that the last 2 weeks. Try to get big Jared 6'3", try to get him isolated on a corner. They just haven't been able to find the connection there. And last week, I was talking about how the ball wasn't going to the corner. That time it was too far, inside. So yeah, they gotta work on that connection,
right,
with practice, etc.
Handoff is to Gulbranson, is it?
Yeah. He's able to pick up a few.
Going to bring up 4th down.
The Vikings are attacking the ball well. I mean, that man is not brought down by one person very often, and they're doing a good job swarming and attacking the ball.
Yeah, 100%,
Miles, you're right. 4th down for the Knights.
I'd like to see him go to that slant to either AJ or Jared here. Looks like the way the defense is lined up, it might not be there.
I'm surprised they're not kicking a field goal. Long way to go for the first down, but fakes the handoff, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
And a big play there by Cade Denhoff, able to get off his block and sack Luca there on the 4th down play.
Well, I think the secondary for the Vikings must have done a very good job and covering everyone well and not giving any possibilities for Luca.
Yeah, you're 100% correct, Jeff.
I would agree. There was nothing there.
Yeah, nothing downfield. He tried to make something happen with his feet. and just got stopped. So now the Vikings will take over, and let's look to see if they get that ball to Trent Mason again.
Well, this is turning into a tough game.
Well, that was the optimum situation that the Vikings offense could have hoped for. A stop after a big touchdown. If they can score here, this game is anybody's game back again.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we have Elijah Hunter, number 12, the Vikings quarterback, hands it off to...
And what a play by the Knights defense there.
Carried by Copeland.
Thrown to the ground by the big man. I felt that up here.
Yeah, exactly.
Covered by the Knights.
Looks like we had a host of Knights
yeah, that was Bo Copin with the carry for the Vikings. He's not a small guy, 175, 5'9", 175.
Yeah. All right, so looks like the Knights actually stripped the ball. What? Wow. Did you guys see that?
I did not see that at all. Let's
let's
need
get
to go
a
back to the
replay.
replay.
Well, the Knights here are back in good territory to have a chance to score.
First and goal for the Knights. Handoff is to Gulbranson, and he walks into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown Knights.
Well,
looks like they decided instead of getting the first down, it was going to be easier to give the ball away, only to take it back and score.
Yeah, exactly right, Miles.
Okay. I thought it was a handoff to Gulbranson, but I'm being told it's a direct snap. Well, we'll see that on the replay, too.
All right, here we go. Knights lining up again for the two-pointer. Looks like there's a flag.
Usually going to be a false start in that situation.
And you're exactly right, Miles. False start it is.
It's always annoying on an extra point.
Yeah, now it just makes it that much more difficult. You can't really, I mean, you can go for two. I think the way, Coach Chinchar calls it, he definitely is going to go for it here. But a lot of the time, backing yourself up 5 yards makes it a lot more difficult.
Exactly. I mean, 5 yards is not generally a large distance, but in terms of relativity, it doubles the distance.
And there you go. They pick it up anyways on the rollout. Pass caught by Jared Wayne.
Pass caught by Stanzini.
I tell you, I'd believe it if you told me they just wanted to move the ball back so they had a little more room to work with.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and
let's see if we could figure out
what
happened here. This was the turnover here. Hands off to Bo Copin.
Oh, and looks like Big Sparky knocked it out on the tackle there. Can we hit that again, Jeffrey?
Sure.
That young man's got a career in the WWE when he's done here.
Seriously, right. Any way we could slow it up here? No?
Yeah, we can if we...
Yeah, look, so Sparky's there and makes the initial contact.
Kanajita deep.
And look, he doesn't even realize he just casually is walking back to the sideline.
He didn't realize any more than we did.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll show it one moment after this kickoff. We'll slow it down. I also want to show the touchdown.
When I tell you, that's almost something you want to see. He wasn't paying attention about the ball. His job was to get that man to the ground.
All right, it's a deep kick. That's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be a penalty on the Knights for kicking it out of bounds. Most likely Vikings will take over with good field position at their own 40-yard line.
Yep.
Big shout out to the cameraman making sure we see that flag and don't miss a thing.
All right, let's see if we can see it now. This is I'm slowing it way down.
So watch Sparky beats his man here, and let's see what happens. Oh, so it looks like it was actually a fumbled exchange there. Looked like the quarterback was trying to give the ball, and the running back on the read option there didn't think he was getting it. Normally, it's solved by like a go or something. That the quarterback, audibly yells out. It says go, so the running back knows he's in possession.
Right. All right. While we were showing that, there was a good stop by the Knights, moving the Vikings back to their own 38-yard line. It's a 2nd and 12 for the Vikings.
Yep, the play we just missed was an attempted run by the Vikings, and it was tackled for a loss, for about a 4-yard loss.
All right.
All right. This drive only becomes more crucial.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking to throw deep. Well covered.
No flags.
Pass intended for Collins.
By Cody Nichols.
Yeah, nice coverage there. Pass was intended for Reese Collins, number 6. Looks like the ball just sailed out of bounds there.
There really was no room for the quarterback to squeeze it in there.
Brings it
Coverage
down
was
for
tight,
the
and he threw it in a safe place where if anybody had a chance, it was hopefully going to be his receiver.
Yeah, exactly. Territory,
There's
had a
this
chance to score.
1st and goal for the Knights. Handoff is to Gulbranson, and he walked.
Officers, President Max Mudger.
Well, the audio was back on that replay, but you saw Gulbranson run into the end zone on that.
Annie Bolter and Trinity Delgado. Brass section leader, Rachel Blyther and Hannah Miller. Also varsity cheerleader.
All right, so here we go. Set 3rd and long.
Looking to pass deep
Open.
again. He's got a man. Caught.
And the Knights, and again, that's
Fastball
Trent
by
Mason for the 3rd time
Mason.
tonight.
Well, look, the Vikings are doing something that is definitely, they saw some weakness with the Knights here in their passing game.
Yeah.
I can't say it's a healthy practice. Vikings have about 4 to 5 completions, 3 of which for 30, 40 yards plus.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, might have been something on film that they've seen. But looks like he just runs a go route, and he was able to just beat his man. Looks like, can't tell who that was. Yeah, it looks like Jabril was on the coverage there, and he was able to just get behind him. But here, nice play. Oh, the ball comes out again. It looks like the Knights have recovered it. Let's see the referee's call. And it
Knights
is
ball.
Knights ball. Huge stop there by Curvin's bottom. He was able to wrap up the quarterback and knock the ball out. Nice, huge stop there when the Vikings were just looking dangerous.
Vikings are taking on more water than they can tread right now. They've got some holes, and they need to plug them quick.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I feel like there can't be much wind left in the Viking sails. Hopefully they can just make it to the end of this quarter and regroup and figure out a game plan.
Well, you say that, but they're only down 2 touchdowns, so they can stop them here and maybe get a score of their own.
Off the hands of A.J. Manal.
Pass intended for
You're right, Argy. The game is still long.
Yeah.
Here is this.
Just watch Big Curvins come right here. Oh, and the ball was actually stripped by CO there, Big CO. And that's one thing that's actually coached. That's a coaching point, is if you have a guy wrapped up, go for the ball if you're the second man to the ball carrier there and just try to release that football. Huge play there. Handoff to Choquette again. He's got a big lane. Oh, able to make one miss, breaks a tackle. And he's still up. And he's going to get past the 30-yard line out to the 32, it looks like.
Now, my math's not too good, but I think every Viking on the field was needed to take that man down.
I'm going to show this long pass on the Vikings again because we didn't see that. Really a topsy-turvy game here we have tonight.
Yeah, a bit sloppy on both ends. It'll just come down to who's executing the best.
Well,
pitch goes to Jabril, and he's able to pick up. Looks like 2.
As you mentioned about the sloppiness of the game, it's the last thing you want to see as a coach, but as a fan or spectator, it makes for a really good watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Turnovers, touchdowns, big plays. I mean, that's the best part of the game.
Yep.
All right, Knights ball at their own 35. Handoff is to
Choquette again.
Choquette.
And
Cat on the carry.
not his usual big run, but he's still able to pick up about 2 yards.
Sky Copeland on the tackle.
Yes, but that's going to bring up 4th and 5.
Third and 5, I think.
I think it's 4th.
Okay.
I think the box is wrong, but we'll find out in a moment.
Well, the Knights here hopefully pick it up anyways. So we'll get a first here. And he has a man
going
open
deep. He way overthrew him.
And it's overthrew him by 5-6
We'll
yards
find
there.
out in a moment if the box. No, I guess the box was correct.
Knights look at a 4th and looks like about 6 yards right now.
And it
That's
looked,
right.
And it looked like Luca had Gulbranson open there on the flat route from his H-back spot, but elected to go deep instead.
He went for all the money.
Yeah, knowing they'd go for it on 4th down anyways.
Well, the Knights are deep in their own territory now, so you.
Wow.
It's a punt.
To punt.
Okay.
Well, it's a good punt at that.
Nobody left to recover it. Why? Because nobody expects a punt from the Knights.
That's an interesting call. I thought.
I knew it was in the repertoire. They just never brought it out until then.
Yeah.
That was a perfect time to do it, because if the Knights turned it over there, we're back to another topsy-turvy game, perhaps.
Yeah, exactly. I think what happens on the punt is they'll line up, they'll get a hard count, and then they'll look to the coaches for the play. And looks like they just called a punt from the sidelines there. Maybe didn't like the look of the defense, and they'll try to pin the Vikings deep.
You rarely think of the punt as a little hidden option in your playbook.
Yeah, exactly.
For the Knights, it works.
Yeah.
It was the right decision at the time.
Yep.
Right. All right, Vikings have 1st and 10 from their own 11-yard line.
All right, let's see if they can get the ball to number 9, Trent Mason again. He has been dominating this game from the offensive side of the ball for the Vikings at least.
Got a handoff goes. Big hole.
A big run for the Vikings.
And looks like Pablo Araya coming down from a safety spot, able to make the play along with Javon Jacobson.
The Vikings have shown they've got striking potential. They can take big chunks at a time. What they need to do is be able to fill those gaps with positive yards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of negative plays have kind of hampered their progress.
Exactly. Football's very much a game of momentum, and they've just really struggled to get any going.
Yeah, 100% right, Miles. Handoff again. Big stop there by Curvins Bonham.
Oxendine on the carry.
And huge play coming down from his linebacker spot.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Able to make a tackle for a loss there. Nice job by Curvins.
Football fans.
All right, end of the first quarter.
By the award-winning 2018 Viking Cheerleaders. Let's meet the members of this year's squad. Ann Christian Asbridge. Maddie Cakey Brown. Scout Brumley. Amina Komatova. Catherine Miles.
Ladies and gentlemen, your first quarter entertainment brought to you compliments of the Vikings youth cheerleading team.
Olivia Sale. Sophomore Emma Petkoff. Juniors Lily Pax. Hannah Miller. Destiny Yop. Seniors Amma Fasu. Oakley Holmes. Faith Nagy. Abby Simpson. Mason Sparkman. This year's captains are junior Haley Brannon, seniors Abby Branham, and Avery Saunders. The Vikings cheerleaders are coached by Cheryl Norman and Cece Bishop.
All right, here we go. Vikings will take over at the start of the second quarter. 2nd and about 11. Drops back. Has a man. Again, Trent Mason.
Again with to Trent Mason.
And he could go.
And again, he is going to go all the way. Touchdown, Trent Mason of the Vikings.
And he's got some speed on him too. He outran the Knights' two fastest players, Cody and Jabril. Huge play by Trent Mason again, and he is going off on his, on his senior night. So, great by him. Looked like Jabril pulled up there early. I don't know if he might have had a hamstring or he just didn't think he could catch him, but he looked like he pulled up just early. Looked like he had an angle to try to get him here. We'll show it on the replay in just a second. And he's just getting wide open, and what I spoke to, the Knights play a cover 3 defense. The middle of the field should be closed down, or at least keep everything in front. And I mean, I don't mean to attack.
Walk us through this a little bit.
Again, Trent Mason.
Again
Right
Trent Mason.
Could go.
And again, he is going to go all the way.
Doesn't break down and just make the tackle. He tries to kind of lunge and dive.
Well, it looks like he expects the ball to be overthrown and was maybe playing for the interception.
It could have been that too, yeah. So let's see how it goes here. Good snap, good hold, and the point after is good.
The kick is good.
Yeah, and just a big, again, I mean, if the Vikings can continue to make big plays like that, they can, they're right back into this game as we show, only down, 2 possessions now.
Like I said before, I don't think it's a practice I would encourage, but if it's putting points on the board for them, they can keep at it.
Yeah.
They need to hold on to the ball, and they need to keep the ball long enough to open up one of those plays, because they've shown they can do it. They've found a hole, and they're exploiting it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, just get the ball to big Trent Mason, he'll make plays for you, apparently. I guess that's the game plan so far.
Exactly. You don't fix what's not broken.
Yeah.
Well, we spoke about Trent Mason in the pregame, Jonathan and I, and he has a history of doing this, but I think this is probably one of the more explosive games on his part.
Yeah, I mean, I think he has, 3 touchdowns already. That's, and, we're not even basically, we're just at the start of the second quarter here, so he definitely came out to play tonight, that's for sure.
Senior night, you're going up against a tough opponent.
And an onside kick.
And
nice recovery by Cole King there.
Yeah,
well done.
Knights were ready for it.
Kick recovered by King.
Kind of giving the Knights a taste of their own medicine there, huh? Trying to, be aggressive, go for it here.
For sure, a very aggressive play on the part of the Vikings, but unfortunately for them, they have given the Knights very good field position, midfield, 1st and 10 for the Knights.
Yeah, I can tell you firsthand from being a part of the hands team and crucial onside kick scenarios, it's scary being up there on the front line.
It is. All right, well, the Knights have a chance here to answer again. Let's see if they can get, big Choquette rolling here again. And it does go to Choquette, and he drags a man from a tackle for a loss and able to pick up 2. He's got these big, strong legs, being a power lifter, and he's able to just drag people, and huge. That's huge there, not to lose the yardage on 1st down. That's like the one thing you don't want to do is lose yards on 1st down.
I think the word you were looking for, Argy, is hoofs. That man is an ox.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, looks false start there.
So, Argy, what's going on in this chat here?
All right, let's see, Jeff. Shout them out for us.
We got Sophie Pear, and she's screaming at her TV again. She does that every week. Paulina Pacheco, good job, Knights, great start.
Handoff, and now he does manage to get back to the line of scrimmage. But now the Knights will have another long 3rd down, something we saw a lot last week as well. But we were able to do a good job of, picking up the 1st downs.
3rd and 14 for the Knights from their own 46-yard line. Luca looking to throw.
He's got no one.
He does.
He does, yeah.
And it's going to be a little bit short of the 1st down, about a yard short.
Yeah. You had Jabril there, nice throw and catch, and the Knights should be going for it here. I don't anticipate any version of them not going for it on 4th down.
Anybody who's watched the game so far feels quite confident in calling the Knights going for it. And Luca did a great job making this a very manageable 4th down to get.
Yeah, it'll go right to Choquette, and he picks up
1st
and more.
down and
a lot more than a yard he needed.
Choquette on the carry.
That'll be a first down,
Hit by Snively.
Knights from the, it looks like they'll be
And
at the
Copeland.
Vikings 34-yard line. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Luca rolling out.
He's got a man open down the field. And
Jared
touchdown.
Wayne, touchdown.
Pass caught by Wayne. For
And
a
that
nice
ball kind of
touchdown.
died on him. It looked like the defender was going to have a chance at it, but great concentration there from Jared Wayne, able to get behind the defense, and huge, huge play.
Well, I think the Knights have shown a lot of fortitude to hang on to their lead here, because after that last touchdown by Trent Mason, and the Vikings was not looking that good for the Knights.
Yeah.
And that was an excellent job by Luca. He got outside the pocket, and his line made sure to stick with him, and he was able to step up and avoid the tackle.
And the 2-point is no good.
Well,
So the Knights are up
Pass
36
intended
to
for
20
Muhammad.
here
The
with
conversion
just
is
under
no
10
good.
minutes left.
Don't forget to visit the Monca Bay Fan Plaza, where the best concessions in all of Lakeland are found.
Excuse me,
And also
36 to 21.
The Viking Spirit Shop.
Didn't update that one earlier.
All right, here is that touchdown again. Luca rolling out to his right, and yeah, he was good to get around that guy who was in his face there.
Yep.
great
Yeah.
job stepping up, and the defense and the offense doing a great job making sure to attack the ball, because the defense did a good job contending it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he looked like he was just half a step behind Jared, and if you're half a step behind Jared, you're not coming down with the ball very often.
Exactly. As you said, I think that ball ran out of a little bit of the sauce that it originally had on it,
Yeah.
and gave the defender a chance to get there.
Exactly. All right, well, here.
I was just pointing to Jonathan's camera work.
Oh.
We have Jonathan on the
EDT.
camera tonight, and I was just admiring his camera work.
Great kick.
You wouldn't get the impression he's an amateur, would you, folks?
No.
Kickoff for the Knights.
Oh,
And
he
the kicker
recovered.
recovers it.
Huge play by
Pablo Araya with the kickoff recovery. The first, I believe,
Yeah,
it is the first onside kick recovery for the Knights this year.
And I have never
I won't
seen,
say how many they've tried, but
I have never seen that before. The
Onside
kicker
kick
kicks
recovered
the
by
ball
number
and is then
25.
demanded to recover it.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, that was huge. Pablo obviously very athletic, able to run right behind the ball there, and just perfectly, perfectly gauged his power on the kick there. Huge, huge play for the Knights here, and if they can score here, this it'll be huge.
Well, you can tell the Vikings just weren't ready for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Luca looking to screen to Ludovic Choquette, who gets out of bounds, and a bit of a late hit out of bounds, but no flag.
Pass caught by
5-yard gain.
Yeah, big, yeah, and
Second
it only took 10.
5. Knights, as usual, no huddle offense.
And it only took 10 weeks for us to, recover an
Yeah,
onside for the first time this season. So that's huge.
Well, at least we got one done
Oh, he's
this
got a
year.
man. Nice.
It's A.J. Manal.
He has a chance. Makes a nice cut, and he's going to get there. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Austin Manal.
Great catch and run from Austin Manal there. And like we said, the Knights, after that recovery, would be huge if they can score on this drive, and they do just that. Big play from AJ, nice throw from Luca. Touchdown. And they're lining up for 2 again. At this rate, Knights could, with 9 and some change in the second quarter, they can maybe go for 100 points at this rate.
Well, the Knights with their hurry-up offense, we have a couple of special replays to show. I want to look at that play with Pablo again and that touchdown from Austin Manal.
Yeah, it's a lethal offense.
Extra point is good. Score is now 43 for the Knights, 21 for the Vikings.
Senior night recognition for the cheerleaders.
Let's take a look at that. First, the onside.
Yeah, what kind of started it all.
Unbelievable play on Pablo Araya's part.
That's just hustle.
Yeah. Yeah, just kind of speeding with the ball, kind of tracking.
And then let's take a look at the touchdown by Austin Manal.
And yeah,
wide open in the middle of the field.
And all the defenders bit to the motion man, Ludovic.
Yeah, and it was a great fake by Luca Stanzani to Ludovic.
Yeah.
I thought he was throwing to Ludovic.
Yeah. He just froze the defenders cheating up, and AJ was able to get right behind the linebackers there. Nice catch and run, good play design and play goal for sure. All right, the Vikings take over, and he's able to get out to the 30-yard line.
Returned by Canagita.
Aldo is asking what the score is. Well, it's 43-21, so hopefully that was, then you see it up there and you see it on our scoreboard. Okay. All right, Vikings have 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Well, what do we smell? Is there going to be another pass to Trent Mason, or what are they going to do next? No, a handoff.
Yeah, handoff goes to
nowhere, and the Knights.
Oh, he's able to get out. And takes a big lick on the sideline from AJ coming down.
A bit of sloppy tackling there.
Yeah, he's able to break a few tackles. Nice run there by Bo Coppin.
Shelly McClellan says, let's go, Jared Wayne, make us proud, love your family in Peterborough, Canada.
Awesome, nice to see Jared's family's out watching tonight.
And Tony Lagos asking, is the score 29-30? Well, I guess that's an old text, but it is 43-21 now.
And they give the ball to Bo again.
Open on the carry.
It's an excellent run by the Vikings. He didn't have a lot of room, and he made it work.
Yeah, able to pick up 10 there. Nice run. So the Vikings are driving again, and they're on the 45-yard line. And then let's see if they try to go again to Trent Mason. He's getting one-on-one coverage on the outside here, and he's been able to beat the Knights defenders a number of times.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Vikings from their own 45-yard line.
Handoff again.
He slips. And for those unfamiliar with the high school football rules, if you're down, you're down. Doesn't matter if you're tackled or not, cannot get back up.
Knees, elbows, buttocks all count you and rule you ineligible to continue progressing downfield.
Yep.
I tell you, they got to make sure they clean the field better. I swore there was a banana peel down there.
I didn't know Johnny was with us in the booth tonight, Jeff.
I know. There were a couple out of miles, and I wonder if Johnny heard him because he'd be proud.
I feel like a torch was passed, and I've got a specific responsibility in the booth.
I like it. Pass intended for Trent Mason.
A bit wild.
That's a scary throw.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just asking for your receiver to just get cleaned out, possibly an interception.
Yeah. Looked like Jabril had a hand on it too.
Yeah. Intended again, though, for Trent Mason, but he wasn't open like he was before.
Yeah.
Well covered.
Yep.
Trent Mason has proven that he's got skills, and I don't really know how open he needs to be to make a play. So I'm not surprised the quarterback's going to be looking to throw to him, especially if he's got nothing else.
Yeah.
But you do just got to be careful with those decisions.
Screen pass. Woo! And a big hit.
Javon Jacobson all over that play.
Huge play by Javon. Like I said last week, one of my favorite guys on the team. Wow. Yeah, he just read it like a book there, and forces the Vikings, to punt here on 4th down. Let's see if they can get an opportunity to return from Jabril. He's lethal if he can get his hands on the ball with some blocks up in front. Wow.
And it is Jabril back to receive the Vikings punt. It's a good high punt.
And no chance for a return. And a huge hit from Sparky there on the blockers.
He punished that last defender trying to block.
I'm going to show this play again from Javon Jacobson.
And it looks like he gets in position late. Wow. Yeah, and a big hit.
Javon.
A shout out in reference to the longest yard. He just got hit by a Coke machine with legs.
Yeah. Classic movie.
I mean, I'm so happy I wasn't playing at the same time as he was.
Yeah.
All right, Knights go to work on offense, their own 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Luca looking to throw, has Jared Wayne. Just a short screen.
He's able to get a 1st down there, able to gain a few after the initial contact.
Jared looked bummed because I think he felt he had more in the play, but 10 yards is 10 yards. It's a new set of downs.
It's very rare that Jared Wayne goes down on the first contact anyway. Screen is
to Zach Feshbach there.
Zach Feshbach.
He's able
gains a few.
Yeah, gains about 2 yards there.
Run out of bounds by number 7, Kanajita.
Miles, where are the slackers in DC? They're not on our chat.
Well, Artie's actually in town, and he really was intending to attend, but
going deep for Cody. Oh, and it looks like he had a chance at it. Nice coverage there from Malik McFarland.
Yeah, Cody thought he was interfered with. I didn't see it necessarily. It looked like good coverage on McFarland of the Vikings.
I'm inclined to agree with you, Jeff. I think it looked good defense. I think the ball could have had a little more juice in it, but
but he was all over him. It was very well covered.
100%, yeah.
Luca looking to throw again.
Going to AJ.
It's over the hands of AJ Manal.
A nice coverage there, though, in that zone scheme that the Vikings are running right now. Good coverage there. Similar play to the one AJ scored on, but they had that one bottled up so far.
And Connor Hillman is on our chat and wishing Miles Putney, who's our guest announcer tonight, a happy birthday.
And the Knights punt here and don't get as favorable of a bounce as the first time.
So that's our second punt tonight. What, is that our second punt all year, maybe?
I don't know. I think we've punted. You can
maybe one other
on one
time.
hand, right? Yeah, you can count how many punts we've had. But I think maybe it's something that Coach Chinchar was looking at. Maybe we're efficient enough on 4th down
coming up at halftime. Senior night
in certain situations. So rather than like the punt, let the defense go out there and play.
The Viking pep band.
Just in reference to the chat, Connor Hillman saying, "Happy birthday, you big stinky bird." Thank you very much, Connor. I'll take that as an honor and the highest of compliments.
Yeah.
And Laura Williams says Clearwater Academy can't be touched. Go Knights.
It's a great song by Roy Jones Jr. If you haven't heard it, look it up.
All right, well, we seem to have a small delay. And yeah, looks like the offense is back out on the field.
Go back to the chat. Diana Eldridge says, "A win would be a great present for you, Miles. I couldn't agree more." Couldn't agree more. We're looking good right now. It looks like we've cleaned up a bit. They haven't put points on the board in a few drives. So
looking good so far, yep.
Yeah.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Vikings on offense.
And Bo again breaks another tackle and another. And he's finally brought down.
Breaking a lot of tackles.
Yeah, and he's finally brought down by Curvin's Bonham after a gain of looks like about 3.
He only got 3 or 4 yards, but he must have run about 20 or 30.
Yeah.
The quarterback and the slot receiver did a great job picking up a few blocks of the pursuing defensive lineman, and that honestly helped him get past the line for a positive gain.
Yeah, it looked like it would just be stopped in the backfield, but he's, similar to what Ludovic does, he keeps those legs churning.
Exactly, the trait of any good running back, and you're going to be happy with a 3-yard gain when you're breaking contact 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, exactly.
2nd and 6 for the Vikings.
I feel like we're due to a deep ball to Mr. Troy Mason.
Handoff again goes to Bo Popin. Oh, and he makes defenders miss. And look at that hustle.
If it weren't for Trent Mason, number 8, getting in the way of that runner, he might have gone all the way.
Yeah, and huge, big recovery there from JJ, Javon Jacobson.
Jeff, I hate to call you out, but just quick correction. Number 8 for the Vikings is Sky Copen. Trent Mason's number 9.
Okay. Well, it's only one number off. 8 and 9.
I tell you,
come on now. Come on, man. One number off.
I mean, if it wasn't for about a 6-inch to a foot difference in height, you would have had me fooled as well.
I don't know, Jeff. Are you allowing Miles to talk to you?
I don't know. I think Miles is trying to be like Johnny and Argy.
And a handoff goes again. Big stop there by Curvin's Bonham. Loses his helmet, and he'll have to go out for a play.
Here's that big
handoff
run.
again goes to Bo. Look at this move he puts on the safety. Oh, and he makes defenders miss. Make him miss. But look at that. Look at that muscle.
If it weren't
comes from his linebacker safety spot, and he's able to track all the way back and make the tackle.
Yeah. And I see what Sky Copen was trying to do there. Is the closest man who was going to make the tackle just unfortunately happened to be right on the other side of his runner.
Yeah,
number
exactly.
32, DeJandre Hudson.
Yeah.
And just unfortunately, he ended up making the tackle.
Yeah.
He'll have an assist on his record.
All right, 2nd and 13 for the Vikings.
Pass.
Fakes a handoff, tries to pass it. There is a flag. Looks like pass interference.
Yeah, either that or defensive holding.
Your attention, please. It's now time for parents of senior cheerleaders to meet the American flagpole at this time. It is now time for parents of senior cheerleaders to meet at the American flagpole. They'll be holding against the Knights. Correction, pass interference.
All right, so that will move the chains for the Vikings here.
It was pass interference then against the Knights. And the Vikings are putting together a formidable drive. They are approaching the red zone on the Knights' 23-yard line. 1st and 10. Quick pass, like Trent Mason.
Mason on the reception.
He picks up 5 and looks like in the middle of the field there's some extracurriculars. And you can hear the fans in the stand throwing some shouts. So it looks like the 2 players were just going at it in terms of the block, trying to shed the block.
There's no doubt both teams came to play. We just want to make sure that everything that goes on stays within the confines of the rules.
Yeah, exactly.
To address a few things in the chat, we've got Connor who's offered a bounty if myself and Argy speak fluent Italian and Albanian for the last minute of the quarter. I'll address that in a second. Another big stop by the Knights.
Diana Eldridge wants you to add French.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think either of us speak French. Argy does speak fluent Albanian, and I do speak Italian, but unfortunately, I don't know if there's enough demand for that, Connor. If you can muster up enough demand for some Italian and Albanian translations, I'm sure we would abide briefly.
All right, and JC, who had been on camera almost all year, is not with us tonight. He says, "Hey crew, I miss you all. I believe this team is the first to score that many points," right? He's talking about the Vikings.
Trick play here. Going up top.
Incomplete.
And it was similar to the Philly special we ran last week. Nice heads-up play by the Knights defense there.
Anyway, JC is saying that this is the first team to score this many points. That's correct, JC. 21 points. It's the most offensive production against the Knights all year. And how is this team performing, he's asking. They are doing a very, looks like they're going to settle for a field goal on 4th down.
Yeah, it looks to be a 37-yarder.
And it is good.
The kick is good.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers may have found their new kicker.
Yeah. That's Reese Collins. So,
Train horns, a necessary addition. Back in my day, there was a loyal fan that had a set of cowbells. We never forget those cowbells.
yeah, exactly.
I used to think those were annoying, but a train horn really packs a punch, I tell you.
I think since it goes to the Vikings, maybe it's a Viking horn of some sort that they're chunking through the sound system here.
I feel like they may have skewed.
It's definitely loud though.
Nonetheless, Vikings put some points on the board for the first time in quite some time. Happy to see a little bit of progress for them there. It'd be fun to see an exciting game, and I'd like to see a little more life from them. I don't think we'd be too crazy to expect an onside kick here. Let's see what we get.
No, and it goes
kicking
deep.
it deep.
And
fielded by Jabril, does not handle it cleanly. And he's
going the wrong way here.
Got nowhere to go.
And that play kind of started bad and ended worse. So the Knights will take over with.
Well, you know how that would have been. I mean, if Jabril had broken out of that crowd,
Yeah, he's going all the way.
It's worth a try.
That was an all or nothing. That was very much something out of Devin Hester's playbook. Just missing the 80 yards at the end of the play.
Yeah, and classic Miles with 10-year-old references in regards to the football.
I may not be fully caught up, but I tell you that.
Well, Miles, instead of a 10-year-old reference, use the last week reference when Jabril took a punt back to the house.
Knights football.
Yeah, to close out that first half for the Knights. So the Knights here will take over in dismal field position, starting at the 5-yard line. But with 2 minutes left, a full complement of timeouts. I'm sure they're very confident.
Takes a handoff, tip.
And A.J. Manal.
He did a great job.
What an amazing play from him to just knock that ball to the ground.
He stuck his hand in there somehow and knocked it down, or that would have been picked off.
Yeah, huge play. It's the second time we've seen a tip ball at the line of scrimmage, so I think the Vikings have game planned for the Knights' quick passing game. Handoff to Choquette, and he's able to get out close to the 10-yard line, so it'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Choquette on the carry.
Well, that's important mostly just because it buys a little bit of breathing room over here to set up a pass. We know the Knights, although the predicament of the field position, are likely to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
And so they really have 2 plays to get 5 yards.
Yeah, but we've seen a punt a ton, so maybe they'll cut their losses here if they don't pick this one up. You almost have to punt at your own 10-yard line. I think it would be crazy to think they won't, but we've been surprised before. And Connor Hillman referring to an old reference here in the chat. And the Knights do indeed punt.
A low punt. It goes quite a distance. Favorable bounce for the Knights.
And I mean, that's a net of 40 yards there, so it's about as good as you can ask for, right? Like, a lot of, and we've seen some bad punts this season from opposing teams. A lot of punts that just go straight up in the air and don't.
How about 40 yards? That's an average punt in the NFL.
Yeah.
I'm not a financial expert, but I know you're always trying to improve the net.
Yeah, 100%. And Jeff knows all about the net. 100%.
Johnny, you got a lot of competition in here.
man.
A minute to go in the half. Knights 43, Vikings 24. Vikings have the ball from their own 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw deep.
And it's
almost picked off
Pass intended for Mason.
by A.J. Manal.
And so looks like the Knights defensive coordinator, David Feldman, has already made an adjustment there, playing A.J. at the free safety spot. Pablo's really good at getting in the box and breaking tackles, but he feels that A.J. is good at keeping everything in front of him and making good plays on the football.
Yeah. A.J. was on that ball like a duck on a June bug.
All right. Good night, everyone. That is the end of my broadcast.
Looking to throw again.
And a rare mistake from Trent Mason there. He ran a great route. Would have caught it, would have been the first down, but falls off of his chest, it looks like there.
Yep. Don't know if the cameras are picking it up, and it shouldn't be affecting the players on the field yet, but we're starting to get a bit of a light drizzle on the field. So the dynamic of the game could change, and in which case I would think the Vikings are going to need to adjust something because they really are yet to establish much of a presence in the running game.
Yeah, other than that big run, really, you're right. And Branson comes on the blitz.
That was a blitz. Well timed by Jorgen.
Yep.
Timeout, Knights. So the Knights are taking a timeout. Well, it's 4th down, so
they want to get the ball back.
Want the ball back with some time.
Yeah, and now they'll have 2 timeouts left with 46 seconds. And, in high school football, the clock doesn't keep rolling once you get 1st down, so you kind of get a break there. So it's definitely possible if they, start out with decent field position, they can go down at, maybe get a field goal or hopefully a touchdown.
Right, and just so you know, the rules in high school football with those timeouts are as soon as the chains are set, then the clock starts running again.
Exactly.
Same in college ball.
So a well-prepared hurry-up offense can usually capitalize and waste very little to no time in between plays.
Absolutely, and the Knights are all about hurry up.
Exactly.
All right, but it looks like the Vikings are going for it, or maybe trying to draw the Knights off on a hard count.
Hard count's a good prediction, Jeff. And we're both
wrong. They're dropping back to pass. And
they must have seen something because
pass caught by Mason.
Yeah, huge play there on fourth and long.
That'll be a Vikings 1st down.
Well, I think now that with the Knights stopping the clock like that, I think the Vikings are having the last laugh.
Yeah,
it's proved to be very advantageous to them.
But here we go.
Looking to throw again.
And it's been picked off. A.J. Manal. He's going to get a great return.
He might go all the way.
He's getting chased. Someone needs to pick up the man behind him.
Tackled inside the 20. A.J. Manal with a big pick.
And there's a flag on the back end of that play.
For those who aren't aware, on a turnover on downs, the clock does stop. So the Knights have about 20 yards to go, 20 seconds on the clock. Let's see what this penalty is, and we'll go from there.
And I think it's in the neighborhood of a legal block of some sorts. But, yeah, I mean, that's why you have A.J. back there. I mean, he is plays the ball really well. And we're going to take a look at this in just a moment.
A bird of prey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
just reads it like a book there.
Just slightly underthrown and, yeah, very well read by A.J.
He had an incredible line in front of him. Unfortunately, he just needed some people to pick up those 2 men in pursuit.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, an amazing play. Builds a ton of momentum for the Knights, and if they can put some points on the board, that's really a dagger in the Vikings.
So it looks like a personal foul against both teams. So the Knights kind of catch a break there, and they're able to take over
personal fouls.
In the red zone here, right on the 20-yard line.
$20 seconds to go in the first half. Knights 43, Vikings 24. 1st and 10.
screen pass. Goes to Jared Wayne and is stopped immediately
Pass caught by Wayne.
by Bo Popin.
Knights stopped the clock with 13
Well done by
seconds
Popin.
left.
Timeout. Knights.
All right, and that is the Knights' second to last timeout. I think they have one remaining.
Well, they're going to have to go either out of bounds or seem to have a camera problem for the moment. Trying to get that back for you.
Today, you're currently not missing anything. Both teams, there was a timeout called by the Knights, so both teams are huddled up.
All right, we got to get our radio broadcast voice ready to go here, gentlemen.
All right, ladies and
Direct your
gentlemen.
attention
And we're
to-
back.
Well, we're
live.
back.
Live from
For the
Lakeland,
helmet
Florida.
shuffle.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, 13 seconds left in the half. Knights are going to either have to go out of bounds or for the end zone, really,
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, with only one timeout left, you basically have one play in the middle of the field.
And they don't want to give up a field
Oh, he's
goal.
wide open. He's going to go right in here, Jeff. Yeah, touchdown, Jared Wayne.
Just a simple slant to Jared Wayne.
Touchdown Knights.
And he's that prolific of an athlete where he gets the ball with some open field and he's gone.
Of course,
it looks
if Jared Wayne, if he has some open field, there's nothing going to stop him.
Yep.
It looks like the Vikings defense had the same assumption that we did here in the booth, and they're not going to go to the middle of the field because they don't have the time, and they went to the middle of the field and they put points on the board. That's an excellent way to end the half for the Knights. See if they can finish off with the extra point. They've wrapped the present. Let's see if they can put the bow on it. We've got a flag, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what it is. Usually in the neighborhood of a false start.
Yeah, while we are waiting on that flag, here's the play. Such a simple pattern route by Jared Wayne.
So it looks like the penalty was on the Knights. We're going to move back a bit. Now the point differential on this extra point may not seem as crucial as you think, but it's really like tying the bow on a well-wrapped present.
Extra point is no good.
Well, looks like someone's getting a gift with just wrapping paper. It's nice, but a bow is really that finishing touch that makes you smile. Gives you confidence
The
that the
extra point
present
is no
inside
good.
has a high dollar value per se.
Very poetic, Miles.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you.
All right, well, with 7 seconds to go here, this should be the second to last play in the quarter, I would assume.
Now, would I be crazy to predict a Knights onside kick here just for good measure?
I wonder. You could
Collins deep.
try to throw a big lob to Jared Wayne there. You could be right, Miles.
I agree. It might be an outlandish prediction, but I don't think they're too worried. It's only 7 seconds. That's only going to get the Vikings
I
one play.
suspect they're going to squib kick it instead of just going deep. And I'm pretty right.
All
I was
right.
like,
Right you are, Jeff.
they probably just want to run out the clock,
Hold on to the ball.
and that does finish it.
That's going to be the half, folks. Knights 49, Vikings 24.
And what half is at the end of, Miles?
It's the first half.
All right.
The first
Football
half.
team.
They notice he said it properly.
It's the end of the half, Jeff. He said end of the half originally.
He said the first half.
I remember something
All right.
about this dispute.
There was a dispute. Let's go to the that Jonathan getting in our camera here.
I apologize for anybody who was watching the stream while
Yes,
that
I
just
would
happened.
definitely apologize.
I'll make
Guys,
sure to remind him Halloween
can
is
you
over.
walk us through these highlights?
So this is Ludovic here on his big touchdown run.
We missed the first 2 scores of the game in these highlights, but
unless you are a
huge run by Ludovic there. And this is that big catch and run. Oh, excuse me. No, this is the
pick six by Cody Nichols.
Catch and run for the other team.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, girls.
And yeah, this is
Viking
one I was
fans
referring to.
tonight
Yep. And
is the
that's
final
Trent Mason,
regular
who's
season
had
appearance
a day
in
so
Viking
far.
Stadium for
Track
7
star.
senior
So it was a
members
foot race. He got open,
of the cheerleading
caught the
squad.
defense sleeping.
Let's
This
honor
is
them
that
now.
huge play from.
First up,
this is
Kylie
that turnover. Still in that super slow,
of Ken and Chastity Brandon.
but
Has been at LCS since kindergarten and
looks
attends
like we
First
lost the
Church
end of it right
of
now.
Kansas City.
And then
Congratulations.
Jorgen, after
She
the
hopes to
turnover,
attend
goes
either
in.
Florida State University or the University
And
of
that was
Florida
that
to
big
study
pass
English
on the
with a minor
sideline.
in psychology.
That was an excellent throw and catch.
Her
Those
favorite
balls are
cheer
hard to
memory
bring
is
in as a
last
receiver.
year's state
And this is
competition.
the
Her team hit
forced
perfectly
fumble there by CO.
and ran off
You can
the
see
mat
he
crying
rips his
and
arm
celebrating.
through there, and Knights are able to fall on that
We'll miss
huge
Amina's
play.
love
And
for
that came
Taco
right
Bell,
after that big play
the
from the
bond she
Vikings.
shares with the seniors and
Deflating.
Coach
Yeah.
Lewis's life updates. Her coaches
But
said
they came
Abby
right
is the
back
most
with this
encouraging
one.
cheerleader to her teammates and coaches. She was always putting others before herself, which makes her well respected by others.
And then here's
Abby's
that
Well,
long
the game was
touchdown.
close
of a
at this
Christ-like
point.
Yeah.
human heart, and she reflects it towards
Touchdown
others.
there, and God,
She's
what a
talented
huge play
on
this
and
was.
The huge play by Pablo Araya.
Ladies and gentlemen, Abby Branham.
And then this catch and run by AJ here puts this move on. Whoop! He's sprinting to that front corner.
And
Yeah, this is Javon's
big
nice hit there.
play by Javon Jacobson.
Yep.
Daughter of Kwame and Patricia Fosu.
And this is that huge
She's
run.
been at LCS since the 4th grade.
And look,
and
just look at this
attends
hustle from
World
Javon
Alive
there. I
Youth
mean, I
Group.
know it was a huge run
After
and a big play,
graduation,
but
all plans to attend
comes
University
back
of
from
He
the
Florida.
certainly didn't
scrimmage.
give up on the play.
yeah,
Her
exactly.
favorite cheer memory.
And then another,
is
I don't know,
Coach
that's
Cece,
the
The
pick
pick,
to
yep.
Coach Norris's motivational speeches.
Nice
and
return.
making-
by
That was a
AJ
huge broken-
Manal.
Huge
She will miss
tackle to
building
break
close
right there.
relationships
There's
with the
so many
girls on the
highlights
team
in this
and being on
game.
the
Yeah.
football field.
How am I going to get it in
Cheering
the 2 minutes and
moments
20
before
seconds
they scored a
required
touchdown.
for Twitter?
Yeah.
Her
Okay,
coaches
Jared
said,
Wayne
"Mama has a smile
with the
that lights
slant
up any
route.
room."
And that was
She's
the end of the
most
first
photogenic
half.
cheerleader
And
we
I
have on
think
our team.
that was
We've
it,
enjoyed
right?
getting to
Yep.
know
Where
her
that brings
these
us
past few
back
years
to the
and
first
wish
one.
We had more opportunities to spend time with her.
And
We're so proud of the mature young lady she has become.
we will,
We're certain that she will navigate.
so you
next
don't have
chapter
to
of her
worry
life
about that
with the same grace
plastic on
and
the
poise
screen right now.
she
We're going to
shows
show you
with our
some,
team every
we're
day.
going to take a break and show you some stuff
Ladies and
while we're
gentlemen,
gone.
Anna
We'll
Foster.
see you for the second half.
Oh, and Jeff, who's singing the national anthem today?
I don't know who is singing.
I
it.
think it's Austin Manal. Oh, it's Jabril.
Muhammad. Oh, and Johnny was trying to get me to say Austin Manal.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Long pass, and this is a
Oh,
touchdown.
touchdown, Jabril Muhammad. So
Real
not
good,
only
yeah.
can he sing, he can make touchdowns.
Yeah.
That is to Goldbranson.
Oh.
He dives for the end zone. Touchdown,
Wow.
Jurgen Goldbranson.
Down on the catch and run.
I think that's what they call a reverse Oreo flip Shakira route.
I smell a touchdown, boys.
And
called
AJ
it.
is breaking loose. Touchdown, Austin Manal.
What a play.
Nice screen call right there. Oh, and a muffled punt.
Looks like it's a safety for the Knights.
Nice. Handoff goes to Bill Branson. Makes one miss.
Wow.
Great
Jurgen keeps going. Touchdown, Jurgen Gulbranson.
What a run.
And 10. Handoff is to Ludovic.
He's gone.
He's going to go all the way. Ludovic Choquette. Touchdown. That's Jabril Mohammed dancing with the cheerleaders.
Man, he's a dancer, singer, touchdown maker.
I close my eyes and I can see the world that's waiting up for me. And I cause my home. Through the dark, through the door, oh, no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care, so call me crazy. We could live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world can be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. The special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design.
Every night I lie in bed,
The brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take.
a million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along.
To the world you see,
To the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. A million dreams. Think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. The world we're gonna make.
Hi, I'm Julie Malazzola. I'm the head cheerleading coach here at Clearwater Academy. We have 5 cheerleading teams, ages 2 years old to 18 years old. I've been coaching for 10 years. I actually started the team as a student when I was 14 in the 8th grade, so I'm also an alumni of Clearwater Academy. We compete every year. We're national champions 2 years in a row for our high school team, and we are very excited to be cheerleading this season, and we're going to be competing, and we love our team. Go Knights!
We are the Knights of the future. We hold it in our hands. Today we gather forces, so come tomorrow we can march across the lands. We are the Knights of the future. Our dreams are great and strong. We wield our swords of truth, yes, hand in hand we'll make a stand and we will carry on. We are the Knights of the future. Our torches we hold high. A fiery burn of creation, lighting up tomorrow with the spark in every eye. We are the Knights of the future. We hold it in our hands. Today we gather forces, so come tomorrow we can march across the land. We are the Knights of the future.
My name is Jørgen Gulbrandsen. I'm 18 years old from Norway, and I'm the starting linebacker in H-back this year for the Clearwater Knights. I'm super excited about this season because this is my first high school season in America. This is also my senior season, and I'm super excited about how the team has come together and how we're going to play this season. Go Knights!
Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name, 'cause you burn with the brightest flame, and the world's gonna know your name, and you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong beating on your chest.
You can beat the world, you can beat the war, you can talk to God, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You can be the master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself, you're gonna find
Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name, 'cause you burn with the brightest flame, and the world's gonna know your name, and you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame.
You can go the distance, you can go the mile, you can walk straight through hell with a smile.
You can be the hero, you can get the gold, breaking all the records they thought never could be broke. Do it for your people, do it for your pride. Never gonna know if you never even try. Do it for your country, do it for your name, 'cause there's gonna be a day.
Standing in the Hall of Fame,
with the brightest flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame.
Be a champion. Be a champion. Be a champion. Be a champion.
Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers, yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers, yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions,
Standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. 'Cause you burn with the brightest flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame.
You can be the greatest, you can be the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can beat the world, you can beat the war. You can talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself when you don't find yourself.
Standing in the Hall of Fame. Hi, my name is Regina, and I'm a junior Knights cheerleader. Hi, my name is Lexi, and I'm a junior Knights cheerleader. I like cheer because it's fun, and I'm with my friends, and I think it's going to help me because I feel like I'm capable of doing anything. And I love cheer because it's fun and it's exciting when you go on stage and you can cheer for the football players. Go Knights!
Hey guys, it's David Feldman. I'm the defensive coordinator of the Knights. I think what makes us really special this year on defense is we made a few changes as far as position coaches go on defense, so our coaching has improved, and just the talent and execution of the players has been like really awesome. Being a player versus a coach are really just two totally different things. As a coach, there's just a different viewpoint as far as preparation and managing everyone. It's just totally different.
Tell us about the real Jesse as a head coach.
Loves to have a lot of fun, well-organized team, and go Knights.
It's a new day, a brand new school day. Gotta get up, have to make it on time.
All right, so we're back with you and getting ready for we're getting ready for the second half, right?
That is correct.
Or should I just say we're getting ready for the half?
For the next half?
For the
well, the other half might not be wrong because that
the other half.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're getting ready for that other half, also known as the second half.
Correct.
But it says there on your screen, Jeff, that it's halftime. So what are we doing here?
I have the same confusion, Argy.
All right, here we go.
I'd expect an adjustment.
Yeah. Coming up in a few seconds here. All right, so Cody and Jabril back deep to receive this kick. And they go onside. And it's fumbled. But nice recovery there. Looks like the
refs are calling it Knights ball.
Yeah, great job there by Cody Dowd to fall on that football. Yeah, no doubt about that.
I'm going to be interested to see what
no doubt about Cody Dowd falling on the ball was supplied by Jonathan Schneider, who is on camera tonight.
As I'm sure you've all wondered who the excellent cameraman is.
He looks a bit shaky at times, but he's all right.
Steady hands are something that
First and 10 for the Knights, their own 45-yard line.
Hand off to Choquette, I think. Yep.
Bounces out. Impressive.
There's a flag on the play.
I'm curious to find out what the coaches talked about in the locker room for both teams. The Vikings obviously have a lot they need to adjust in order to turn this game around. The Knights, they ended up cleaning things up near the end of the first half, but they started with a real shaky start. So
yeah,
I'm curious to see the tempo both teams come out to set, and hopefully we can see an exciting second half.
That's holding on the Knights.
Holding on the Knights is going to push them back to their 39-yard line. First and 15. Luca looking to pass, a screen to Choquette.
And it's caught. And you can hear the fans, tackle him! He can't go down on the first guy. It's actually insane.
Shouting to no avail. Look at that boy run.
All right, Sophie Pear says, guys, your next broadcast, you need to say a few words in French. Who can do that?
Sophie, if you write out a pretty simple sentence in French, I will give my best attempt at reading it.
Johnny, can you say anything in French?
Ball.
You can?
Johnny cannot speak French. No, there's no
way.
way.
If you ask Jonathan, he'll also tell you he speaks German, Italian, Turkish, amongst several other languages. We're going to put him to the test. Jeff's passing him the headset. Let's see what French Jonathan knows. Try to keep it G-rated, Jonathan.
Okay, so who made the request?
Sophie Pear, I believe.
All right. Hold on, I gotta concentrate here.
Come on, Johnny.
Wait a second.
Handoff goes to Choquette, and he's got first down and more. Able to get just to the 31-yard line there. All right, Jonathan.
Okay, so who made the request again?
I think it was Sophie Pear.
Okay, Sophie. Je t'aime. Boom. Mic drop.
All right, Jonathan has just appealed to Sophie's soft spot by telling her he loves her. What an impressive bout of love.
Ooh, and Luca gets away.
Oh, and he's got a man. Oh, and he was wide open, too. Oh, it's nice to hear your voice, Jonathan.
I know I missed you guys.
I feel like the third stooge has finally joined us in the stream.
Yeah, exactly.
The old guard has left us, and now we can say all the crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gone very far. I'm rubbing shoulders with the man, but.
All right, after this play, I'll hand over the headset to Mr. Feldman.
Sounds good.
QB keeper for Stanzani.
We got a flag on the play. Luca's brought down for a 5-yard gain.
Stanzani on the keeper, flags on the play. Holding Knights.
And that Jonathan Schneider segment was brought to you by Dr. Renee Reed, sponsoring the live stream today.
Always got to shout out your sponsors.
Big thank you to our chain.
Actually, we got to get that in sooner or later, guys.
When you're ready.
But who can say this, because Diane Eldris gave us something to say about Ludovic Choquette.
Yeah, that's not going to be me, Chief.
All right, so Diane Eldridge says 10-plus guys on Choquette, and they can't bring him down. C'est une machine. I don't know if I said that right.
That wasn't bad. Wasn't bad.
Sounded good to me.
I gave my best attempt. Apologize if I butchered it.
Miles, help me with the sponsorships here.
Sure thing.
You know,
third down here.
So,
and another
first
drop
of all,
pass.
the sponsorship program that the Knights run, you know, is intended to help support the football team. It's Clearwater Academy and the Knights. It's a non-profit organization.
Exactly. I mean, the Knights sponsorship program helps the school fund the football program. There are many different sponsorship levels available, including the fact that the KSN will now accept ads.
Well, hold on to that, Miles, because we got a play coming up.
Yes, sir.
The handoff is to Gulbranson.
And he's going to be stopped short. He actually, great effort there to get close, but not able to get the first down, and the Knights will turn it over.
These are the levels showing that Miles was talking about. Miles, go ahead.
Exactly, and KSN will now be accepting ads, both in terms of video or other possible options. If you'd like to participate, please contact the school. We're really looking for some sponsors to really help fund the program, and we know you all really appreciate the stream, and we like presenting it for you.
All right, Novus Detox. That's Kanan and Kurt Feshbeck's company. And Novus Detox has been helping families in Tampa Bay overcome addiction for 10 years.
Awesome. Then we've got Warren and Leanne Meyer, huge supporters of the Knights football, and are so very appreciated for all they have done. Thank you, guys. We've got Robert Savale. Robert Savale is a major contributor to the Knights.
And our linebackers coach.
He's a dual threat, so they say. In addition to the fact that he's also the linebackers coach for the Knights, Bob runs a cryptocurrency company. Please feel free to find out more about this by going.
I got to stop you, Miles.
Sure.
They
fumbled
the snap.
And it's picked. No, close to being picked off. And there's a few complaints for offensive pass interference there, but to no avail.
All right, you were talking about contacting Robert Safale's company.
Exactly.
You can reach him. We're at digitalfrontiernews.com.
Exactly. He runs a cryptocurrency company. Definitely reach out to him. Now we're going to get back to the game, but we're going to continue to hopefully eke in our sponsors, as they're very important to us and the program.
Dangerous pass. A few complaints for late hit, but I don't think that was. I think he hit him nice and clean there.
I get why
a little bit late, I thought, but
I get why they're complaining. I just don't think it would have been just to throw a flag. At the end of the day, this is football.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because now the game is officiated much different than it was even 5 years ago. So every kind of big hit, everyone's like, "Oh, is that a flag? Is that not?"
You're absolutely right, Argy. And it doesn't help the scoreboard. They're really gripping for anything they can.
Yep.
3rd and 10 for the Vikings from their own 22-yard line.
Got a deep ball.
He's got a man. Caught. Big play for the Vikings inside the Knights' 30-yard line.
And who else?
Trent Mason.
Who else other than Trent Mason?
Trent Mason again. This guy has burned the Knights all night long.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he's got to be close to 200 yards receiving.
I think he might be north of it, Argy. I mean, the man is really doing a number on the Knights secondary.
Yeah.
Hats off to him.
But this is where they've struggled. Inside the 30, haven't really been able to capitalize. Had a few turnovers. So let's see if they make a change here.
Very good run.
Yeah, it looks like
inside the 25-yard line.
Oxendine on the carry.
About 5.
Here's this long throw. It was a bad snap.
But he's, I mean, he just had a man perfect ball there.
I tell you, if you guys remember earlier, you guys on the stream, he did that same quick pump, and our secondary must be really biting on that because that's the 3rd time I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
2 of them of which have been completions.
Yep. And going long again, and that time, good coverage there from Cody Nichols.
It looked like he had trouble locating the ball for a second, but he found it just in time.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well now that that'll bring up 3rd and about 5. First down just inside the 19-yard line.
All right, and Miles, you were talking, we'll have to wait a moment as they're lining up for the next play.
All right, here we go. Big down here for the Vikings. Getting the signal from the sideline. And the blitz coming for the Knights. They pick it up decently well. And what a play. None other than Trent Mason again. I mean, this guy is going off. Huge catch down inside the 5-yard line to about the 3.
This young man's got a scholarship to Moss University because Cody just got leaped over.
Yeah, huge play, and Cody, probably our best covered corner. In just great play by Mason there. All righty. So here we go, 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just got a little bit of rain coming down, so we're just doing a little bit of adjustments on the camera just to make sure we keep our equipment functional.
All right. It looked like we had a man down for a second there.
Camera. Sorry, guys, we're just doing some quick adjustments with the camera. And we're back.
All right. So that 1st down play goes for no gain. So we'll have a 2nd and goal from about the 5-yard line.
Now, Argue, fill me in here because I feel like the clock's going by awfully fast. Are we dealing with a running clock right now?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought I noticed it earlier. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Vikings.
And it looks like the clock is running. All right, so I think you're right on the running clock, Miles. Usually they do it when their team is 35 points up. I'm not the best with maths, but I thought we were only 25 points up. And the kick is good. So the score is 49-31.
Yep.
Let's take a look at this play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Wrong play. So this was the
blitz coming
pass.
They pick it up decently well. Gets up there and high. What a play!
Unbelievable catch.
Yeah, nice, great catch.
And then taking a look at this, touchdown.
Yeah, nice lane there by his younger brother. Actually, opens the lane there, playing fullback. Sky Copen and older brother Bo able to get in the end zone there. Yeah, I mean, 2 big plays really was that whole drive for the Vikings. They got a huge play to get them down to the 30, and then another big one to get them inside the 5. So
now, consistency, consistency, consistency. If they can continue to do that, the Knights are going to be in for a game.
So now starting the 4th quarter. And an onside kick.
Onside, well fielded by the Knights.
A nice recovery there from Cole King. Does a good job.
Miles, talk about the Scroy family, another big sponsor of the Knights.
Exactly. We appreciate all the support they give us very dearly. Betsy Scroy and the Scroy family. Betsy's grandson is number 17, Lucas Tanzani. She and her family have been longtime supporters of Clearwater Academy and the Knights football team. Thank you, Scroy family, for your continued support. We really appreciate it.
All right, and here we go. So the Knights take over with great field position. And we're stopped on their last drive. Hand off to Choquette. Able to pick up about 3 there.
Good run. Next, we'd like to thank Dr. Renee Reed. She's another one of our major sponsors. Dr. Reed's practice has been successfully helping people to improve their health and wellness, including many Knights players over the years. Thank you, Dr. Reed.
And that's a favorite of Jonathan Schneider's.
Yep.
Feel it only fitting for me to read it. Got another run. Let's see if we can get to the outside. Short gain, but a gain is a gain, guys.
Run out of bounds by Laurel.
Next, we'd like to thank another big sponsor of ours, Pat and Laura Clouden, along with their company, Consumer Energy Solutions, are also one of the Knights' major sponsors. CES has a huge impact in their community with social betterment programs, and we appreciate all the support they give us. Thank you, guys.
Pass.
Screen.
Low.
Jared Wayne, a little bit low.
Yeah, tough catch there for him.
Yes.
All right, well, here we go. Fourth and short.
Next, we'd like to give a shout out to ATG. ATG is a Knights partner for our physical fitness, workout, and weight programs. Their gym is well known for their very innovative training techniques. These gentlemen do a lot to keep our boys in tip-top shape off the field, and we really appreciate it.
All right, big play upcoming.
So 4th down, throw, incomplete. Well defended.
Broken up by the Vikings.
Looked like Luca really was running out of options there and people to throw to.
Jared Wayne looks a little shaken up on that play.
Yeah, he looks coming off a big gimpy there. Hopefully he'll be just fine.
Our next sponsor we want to thank is Free Motion Physical Therapy. In addition to providing rehabilitative services on the Knights sidelines, they help us recover from and prevent injuries. Thank you guys very much. We appreciate your support.
And get a big shout out to Devontae Turner. I'm sure Tim Turner's his pops is in the chat. And look at that. Big stop there by CO.
Open on the carry.
Nowhere to go.
And it looked like it was him and Lamine on the tackle there.
Exactly. Finally, we'd like to thank some of the other sponsors for supporting the Knights football. Helen Wade and Allstate Insurance.
Helen Wade deserves special acknowledgement. She feeds the Knights, and she provided a lot of stuff for the seniors night last week. So very grateful for Helen Wade's support. Nice pass by the Vikings, close to a first down.
Exactly. So we got, again, much appreciation and love for Helen Wade. Thank you. ITD Technical Solutions, Mace Kingsley Family Center, Clearwater Family Dental, and my favorite art place.
And you can see on the screen all the other supporters of the Knights.
Exactly. For a great production, we got a great team, and we got great support. So thank you all very much for your continued support and helping making this program possible. Let's get back to the game and see. We've got 3rd and short. Vikings with the ball, looking to run.
And I don't think he got it.
Looks like the refs got him marked for a loss of about half a yard, so that's going to bring up 4th and about 2. In the position they're in, we're in the 4th quarter. I would be surprised if the Vikings do anything other than go for this one.
Yeah, I think you're right, Miles. I think there's no way they don't go for it here.
But I've been wrong about many predictions, so we will see.
And they got the Knights to jump off sides there.
On Gulberson.
Jurgen a bit too excited coming from his linebacker spot. Looked like he had the blitz on.
You love to see that enthusiasm, but that is just the wrong time. You got to make sure you're watching the snap count.
Yep.
Now, Argy, I know you may still be unsure, but I mean the score differential is only 18 points, and I'm quite certain we've got a running clock on our hands.
Yeah, I don't know, Miles. It's really interesting. Maybe the coaching staff
just wanted to end?
Yeah.
White flag waving?
Yeah, seriously. Fumbled snap, able to fall on it.
Yeah, I'm surprised 49-30. Well, it was 49-24 at the time that we saw that the clock was running. So.
Yeah. All right, now they look like they stop it for referee timeout.
Water break.
Everybody get some water. We got to make sure everybody stays hydrated. Don't want to be cramping up out here. Shout
out. Well, he's off the screen now. Johnny moved it. I was about to call out big number 55, Jawan Sparks.
I will give a shout out to the unsung heroes, the water girls out there, doing a great service, keeping our boys hydrated for both teams.
Who are our water girls tonight?
Looks like it's Sydney Dias and Ceci Payne. I think week in and week out they travel and
thank you, girls.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 2nd and long here.
Looking to pass.
He has a man. Out of bounds.
On the reception.
And he's going to be close to a first down, or maybe got it. Let's see the referee spot. It'll be awfully close.
They're calling it a first.
And it is a first down, yep.
Chains will move.
And that pass was to Reese Collins of the Vikings. So the Vikings continue to put the Knights on their heels a little bit on defense.
Yeah.
Knights are not used to this screen. Bad throw.
You got to be careful with a throw like that. That was almost backwards.
Looked like a lateral almost.
Yeah. And you know, if not for this running clock, if the Vikings score here and they have some more time, I mean, they could really make it interesting. Here they have to have a lot of things go right to get back into this football game.
I agree with you, and I definitely question the running clock.
Yeah, I wonder why that's the case.
Admittedly so, I'm not as caught up to speed with high school rules and regulations, but
big
monster
hit there from
hit.
AJ.
Monster hit. And we've got a flag on the play.
There's flags on the play.
Well, the flag was not in the area that hit. It looked slightly late, I thought, but
Looks like they get him for unsportsmanlike there. I wasn't sure.
Well, we've gotCio and Sparky in the area. I don't know.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, that definitely doesn't hurt the Vikings in giving them some free yards.
It's 1st and 10, Vikings.
1st and 10. About 15 yards to go. Let's see if they can put some points on the board. I mean, in situations like this where I really question why the clock is running, I would have said something if I was the coaching staff from the Vikings.
Yeah. Anyways, though, winding down.
Pass.
Picked off. Curvins Bonham.
Curvins Bonham with a pick, and Curvins has some amazing speed.
Oh, man, he's not used to having the ball in his hands, that for sure. He was covering it up towards the end there, but nice job by Curvins there.
But he showed me some surprising speed.
Yeah, I mean, Curvins is a fast linebacker. That's 100% for sure.
For those of you unaware, Curvins is 6'2", 225 pounds.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Big old boy.
Big old boy with some wheels.
Yep.
All right, well, Knights mounting up for another drive, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the last drive of the game.
Yeah, I think you're right, and we have some talking to do, gentlemen.
We really have Jonathan Schneider just nominated for the KSN Player of the Week, Pablo Araya. Here's the Curvins Bonham pick.
Bonomi on the carry. Picking up on the play.
And another nomination comes from Jonathan Schneider, also Sparky.
All right, here we go on the second, and looks to be about 6 yards.
Sophie asks what the win-loss is for the Vikings. A great run.
Nice run there by Luca.
By Luca. Sophie asks the record of the Vikings. They've won most of their games. I don't know the exact record, but they have clinched playoffs for their division.
Yeah.
If the Knights prevail, it will be the 6th playoff contender team we've beaten this year.
Yeah, that's just
so
insane.
Luca looking to go deep, but try to settle for a short pass to Cody Nichols, incomplete.
Settles for a check down. Cody looking for a penalty. He's not going to get that.
Yeah,
no, I didn't see it at all.
There's nothing
so
there.
what? So guys, what are we looking at for the KSN Player of the Week?
I'd like to put in a strong ballot. I might be alone on this for Mr. Austin Manal. They moved him back to safety, and I think he played a big part in basically eliminating the big passing game that the Vikings were having success with.
I think I actually am with Miles on that one.
That's a very, very interesting suggestion.
Yeah, I think he had a huge touchdown early in the game. Makes,
Jonathan, what do you think about Austin Manal? Jonathan likes it.
He's had a few big hits. He's brought value to the offense, the defense.
He had a touchdown, right?
He had a touchdown, had a pick.
And a pick.
Luca on the keeper.
No flash.
And it looks like that'll be the end of the game here.
Knocked out of bounds.
And again, I don't think there's one man that, I mean, this was a team effort, and everybody really worked hard and pulled their load. But if I had to pick one, I'd lean towards and put a ballot in for Austin Manal. I think he did a great job tonight.
Yeah, I'm
in a 3A regional quarterfinal.
Well,
SAA will announce
anybody weigh in on this on the chat at all?
Of next Friday's game will be posted on the school's website and through social media.
Nothing from the chat. Anyone, any suggestions, please?
All right, so your final score is Knights 49, Vikings 31, and I think it's probably unanimous here.
Yeah.
Please do your part
so AJ Manal, Austin Manal is our Knights
Thank you for coming. Drive
KSN Player of the Week.
Good night, guys.
I think he deserves it.
That was a great suggestion, Miles.
Yeah, I like it, Miles.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
It was worth booking you as a guest announcer just for that that surprise announcement.
Oh, I
well
appreciate
done.
it. It's been a pleasure being on the stream with all of you. I've been trying to make it down to a game. As I mentioned, I live in Washington D.C. now, so it was an honor to be on here and to help hopefully provide some entertainment and knowledge about the game, and to join Argy, Jeffrey, and Jonathan at the camera tonight in the booth. Thank you guys very much for having me.
You're welcome, and thank you for coming.
Any social media you want to plug or anything, Miles?
No social media shout outs, but if you really want to follow me, Instagram at milesputney.com. Anyways.
All right, so next week, like we said earlier in the pregame, it's a bye, but the Knights have been invited, in case you hadn't heard, the Knights have been invited to San Antonio, Texas. And that's going to be the final game of the year.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
news to me as a fan. That's
Oh,
awesome.
you didn't know that?
No.
Oh,
That
you're
is
kidding.
awesome.
That is November 16th, 2 Fridays from today. Okay? They are going to play a very good team called Cornerstone Christian. And the Knights are going to be flying there along with a crew from KSN, Night Sports Network. We're going to live broadcast the game from Texas. And if you're in the Tampa area, there's going to be a live event at the school. They're going to show the game on the big screen.
Awesome.
So, Miles, I expect you to fly either to Clearwater or Texas.
Yeah, one of the two, Miles.
One of the two.
I'll start shopping for flights.
So anyway, it'll be in the gymnasium on the big screen, so please attend either that showing, come to Texas, or watch us on the Night Sports Network. That is November 16th, and it begins at 6:15. That's Central Standard Time.
6:15.
So we've jumped. We went backwards. We go to winter time now this weekend.
Yep.
I know in Europe they've already done it, but we're a little slow with that. So we will be there then. So Central Standard Time, 6:15. That means 7:15 Eastern Standard Time, not daylight time. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
All righty.
All right. Anybody else we have to thank for tonight's broadcast?
I just want to thank everyone in the chat for watching tonight. And let's see who else. I know we have, this being the second to last game, we definitely want to get some acknowledgments in. First to Jeffrey.
Thank you.
Does a great job every week, guys, of putting everything together. And who else do we have on this list?
I want to thank Jonathan on camera.
Yeah, Jonathan.
I liked the camera work tonight. It was good. I mean, JC is very good too, so taking nothing away from JC. But the Jonathan's camera work was great. And
in comparison, one might say Jonathan's better on camera than in the booth.
Oh, man.
Now, I don't know.
Oh, man.
Now, that could be taken either way. Now, I leave that as an open debate for anybody who's in the stream.
Oh, man.
I mean, I think he showed superior
Listen, with that, I'm going to thank Argy Radani and you, Miles Putney, for joining us. Thank you very much. And we're out of here.
Thanks.
This is